Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you my thoughts on Bats. Now, Bats released in 1999, and of course starred Dina Meyer, who I've planned on talking about quite a bit, and as well as Lou Diamond Phillips, who is also a fixture within the genre and crime movies and independent flicks. He's even in Lawn Meyer. You could go on about his filmography as well. Now, Bats is this, creature feature that seems to be kind of forgotten about. You have your gremlins, you have your critters. No one talks about bats. And, it just doesn't have a cult following of some of those other ones. And I gotta say, I like it more than some of those other ones, to be fully honest with you. You have Dina Meyer as like a zoologist, scientist specializing in her study of bats from when she was a kid, and a connection with her dad and everything. You have Lou Diamond Phillips as the local sheriff, and then for some reason these sort of experimented on bats. They end up descending on that small town. Made to be extra aggressive and intelligent with how they go about things. That sort of deal. Almost like Deep Blue Sea for bats. This movie isn't quite as silly, though. They do play some of it, kind of straight serious. But there's still a camp factor. There's still, like, a sense of fun to it. And the movie itself, I thought, was actually fairly enjoyable. Dina Meyer, I think she gives another very credible performance in this movie. She dyed her hair blonde for it, and supposedly she has like a real fear of some of this sort of stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but kudos to her. She brought a sense of sincerity to her part, which she probably didn't have to. And the bats themselves, there are supposed to be a couple like leaders of them, or like a male and a female per se. This film is more interesting to me than something like Birds as well, just naturally. But the bat threat themselves, I was a bit mixed on at times, because sometimes it'll be it's kind of, you'll see like a bunch of like fluttering flapping things just engulfing people, and the editing is like so quick to mesh with the the rapid speed of how they're moving. And it's hard to fully make out what they're all doing, and able to see like a body kind of like picked apart or whatever. But other times you'll actually get a second or two to see like the props themselves, and actually how fairly detailed and decently solid looking the bats could be at times, and they do actually look fairly creepy when they do give you a chance to actually see them. And those are at key points throughout the movie, so I think the movie kind of saved itself with mixing in sort of that perspective on them, at least here and there. But yeah, I thought the movie was paced really well. It leads to like them trying to set up this trap within like the mine that the bats are hiding in. I think one of the more exciting scenes in the movie is where it's just like down like town hall, and Dina Meyer is trying to hold up in this like ticket booth and everything. There's some decent suspense to it at various points. And again, the movie does play it serious at points, but it does seem to still know what it is. It does know to have a sense of fun with this sort of premise. And I did too. It's not a perfect movie. Some of the acting in and around Meyer and Phillips can be a bit up and down. The scientist responsible, who I've seen in quite a bit of other things, I'm not sure what performance he was going for at points. But other than that, you know what you're getting when you watch a movie like this. And, it was actually made competently. I did not mind it. I'm giving it a B. Hey, B for bats. No points for originality for me, but that's what I'm rating it. Let me know if you've seen this one. There was apparently a direct-to-video sequel, which I will check out at some point. At least Pollyanna McIntosh is in it. But yeah, follow me on TikTok, of course, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. Peace.